I just got through with my son's meet the teacher night. And just before I left, I sent Thomas ahead. My brother-in-law broke down outside of Tyler about an hour and a half from the house. So Thomas is already out there and tearing into it to find out what we got to get done. Looks like we're going to have to replace the radiator on the side of the highway. Hopefully that's the extent of the damage. We won't know until we get the radiator in and we're able to pressure test the system and double check to make sure it doesn't have a blown head gasket. Hopefully it didn't get too hot. Anyhow, I'm headed out there in the Taco. He's in the work van right now, so we're going to try to get that radiator out. I think he already went and got one. So we're going to go try to get it out of the hull and get the other one in there and get her back on the road so that he can, so that my brother-in-law can make it back to home. He's not really capable of doing a lot of this kind of stuff on the side of the road himself, or even a lot of help, honestly. He's awesome. Very friendly guy and very handy, but he doesn't have any feet. So we're going to go out there and see what we can do about getting him back on the road. I'm going to cut that part out if he doesn't want me to tell you that. But he's still awesome. Just working on the side of the road on a truck is kind of difficult. Kind of difficult for all of us, really. But we're going to go get it done. And I'll pause this and see y'all in a little bit. Well, I just exited I-20 outside of Tyler, and I'm turning around to head back the direction. There's an officer over here. Turning around to head back the direction where the truck and trailer are. So I'll be over there in just a second, and I guess I'm just going to jump right in the middle of whatever kind of disaster they got going on over there. Anyhow, got one more corner. I think this is where I turn. Can't imagine where I'd turn anywhere else. Yeah, that looks like it'll put me back up on the highway. Going the other way. This is a really interesting exit ramp. Never quite seen them merge just like that. Anyhow, I'm not even going to get up to speed because he's sitting right up here. I'm going to turn this camera around. I know you can't see anything past all of this bright light, but it's right here on the side of the road, which really sucks because people can't see it. Man, I hope here in a little bit that sun will go down some more. Maybe we'll be working with flashlights, but at least we'll be working. That was them standing there in the big work van. Alright. Unplug this thing. It's been charging. Say hi, YouTube.
Hello.
Everybody, this is Mike, my brother-in-law, and this is Thomas. I'm sure you've met him, but if not, here's Thomas.
I have not been
and
in the camera.
We're just doing a little basic maintenance. Look, they got a bent radiator.
That's the new one.
The new one is bent. Awesome. You gotta love it when that happens. A little basic maintenance on the side of the road. So, let's see where we're at right here. We got a turbo hose disconnected, and it's a little bit of clearance down here, and
I can get my hand down to it now, but I still can't get it loose. I told you that.
he said transmission cooler, but I think that might be power steering. It's too big.
These lines?
Yeah. Anyway, we got cooler disconnecting stuff, and hey man, they're almost there. So I'm gonna turn this around. I'm gonna hand it to this unwilling cameraman. You can narrate. Hi everybody, it's me. All right.
What I was trying to tell you is the lower radiator hose is unclipped because it also used that kind of clip, but I can't get it to pop out.
Okay. We can fight with it. I had to empty my pockets. We can't show this part on YouTube. That was me unloading my EDC.
I don't know if you'll be able to do it the same way I did, but
I can't put my hands on it. It's soft shit. This see if maybe Mark would recognize it.
You don't have to video the whole thing. We'll be back. All right, we got the radiator out and we're getting ready to pull this bent one out of the box and make sure that it's usable. And here's that. This is the radiator that came out of it. Something got tied up in the fan and ate it up. There's a big gash here and a big gash here, and that's what finished it off. So we're still hoping that everything's good, but tell you what, it is real tight to drag it up out of there. There's a lot of stuff in the way. And I was just informed by Thomas here that I got lucky because y'all got to play in the sunlight and the heat, and I got here when the shade got here, so blessings to me. Thank you. Mike, were your feet burning? Did the sun cook your toes?
Because I don't have low legs, I don't have as much blood flowing to help regulate my temperature.
Little less blood flow, so those toes got really, really hot.
Well, I don't know if the toes did, but...
Oh, the rest of it got really hot. A little extra insulation there, too. A little insulation on that. Did your toes get hot? His toes didn't get hot because he had them stuck in the front bumper right there. It's the only shady spot out here. All right. Well, we're going to get this radiator. Let's inspect it. Move your hands.
I already looked at it. The cores look fine.
Yeah, a little squished, but considering... But look, this is what we're working on. Just so y'all are all aware, we are actually on the side of the road, and the traffic's just starting to pick up a little bit, so woohoo! Hey! It didn't honk! I tried to get him to honk. It didn't work. I was gonna scare Mike. It didn't work though. Alright, pause again. It didn't pause. Well, we're just gonna continue recording forever because it won't pause. Pause, pause. Nope. Look, more traffic. Also, still won't pause. I hope that doesn't mean somebody's gonna hit us. You know, sometimes things just happen because they happen, and sometimes they happen for a reason. So, it looks like we're clear. I don't think they're gonna hit us. Also, still won't pause. Okay, now we got it. All right, we're still out here on the side of the road tinkering with this truck. It's getting a little bit dark. We ran out of daylight. Anyhow, this is the quick connect off the lower radiator hose. We had to remove it and hose clamp it directly to the radiator to get us by because the parts stores are already closed and we're still sitting on the side of the road, and the lower radiator hose was not sealing to the new radiator. So we're gonna finish getting this put together and try to get him back down the road. We ran out of antifreeze, so we're putting a flat of bottled water in it. But we'll get her all done and hopefully everything will work out from here. Well, apparently it started recording a little quicker than I expected, but here it is. We got that radiator hose modified, got it clamped back down, topped it off with bottled water, and now it's a little after 10 o'clock at night. We're finally on the road and rolling. I'm gonna get over as soon as I get a minute and back out and get behind him, and we're gonna chase him in. Since it's a slight modification on a system like a cooling system, we're going to be very careful and make sure that he makes it to where he's going. So we're gonna watch him and make sure he's safe and gets home fine, and then I'll head back to the house, and I will see you on the next video. Y'all have a blessed day. All right. Now that we can see what we're doing again, we did have to pull over on the side of the road back there for just a minute and add a little bit more coolant. The low coolant light came on. Nothing's leaking. Everything seems to be good so far. And we were able to top off a little bit. Hadn't built enough pressure to have any major spillover. So we got that topped off, and we're rolling on down the road, and I'm going to follow him for about the next 30-45 minutes before he gets off on his exit. And then I'm going to head back toward the house if we don't have any more issues between now and then. But so far, it's looking pretty good. By the way, this one was not a charity. This one was just another life in a mobile day in the life of a mobile mechanic, and I think I just lost my headlights. All right, I'm gonna talk to y'all later. I'm gonna go see if my headlights are still on. I'm gonna tailgate his trailer. We'll talk to y'all in a while. All right, we're coming up on Mike's exit. We're about a mile from it. I just got off the phone with him, and everything's doing just fine. It's about 11:13, so I've been on his tail for a little while, and transmission's running a little cooler than it was before, so this radiator probably has a little better transmission cooler in it, and water temperature's running right where it should be, so everything's looking beautiful. He's going to contact me tomorrow, and we're going to try to get together tomorrow afternoon sometime and shoot some Freon back in that system so he has air conditioning, and drain that water that we put in there and put some coolant back in there. But he's headed home for the night, and we'll get back together tomorrow and finish it up, not on the side of the road. All right, so y'all have a blessed day. Thank you for anybody out there that decided to say a prayer for us, even though this was not live and we already survived, or it wouldn't have been up here. But I tell you what, I said plenty of prayers out there on the side of the road. My wife's gonna kill me when she watches the video, because back in 2008, I got hit by a truck doing 55 mile an hour, changing a tire for somebody, or helping them with a tire change. And yeah, she doesn't like me being on the side of the road, so. Hi, Michaela. It's all good. Love you. Bye, y'all. All right, well, hopefully this is the end of the day, and this is what it's all about. Look, there's a full moon behind me. That's not a skylight or a yard light, that's a full moon. Anyhow, we're back here. Mike's on his way back to his house. Hopefully safe and sound. Everything seems to be good so far. Unless I get a call back from him, this is the end of the day. So this is what it's all about, y'all. We can just praise the Lord. Everybody's safe. Nobody's stuck on the side of the road. Nobody got hurt on the side of the road. So, the praises are as important as the prayers. Lord God protected us tonight, and everybody came back safe and sound, and we're all here. Tommy was a little bit ahead of us, but the van's sitting here in the driveway, so I assume he's probably already sitting upstairs, probably getting ready to sleep. So, it's 11:32, so I'm gonna lock up and go have a midnight snack and get something. Then I'm gonna go to bed. So we'll see y'all sometime soon.